Hello and welcome to Soul's Compass Healing. My name is Brianne Lazinski and I am cold. Okay, Mercury has been playing tricks on me out here in the forest, and so I am going to try to keep this video short and sweet so that I can get back to my warm home. Hopefully this video works this time. I am going to let y'all know that I have a website where you can explore and learn more about what I have to offer in terms of one-on-one services. It is always linked in the description below, as is my Instagram page. I would love for you to visit them and connect. I would also really encourage y'all to be sharing this video so that Soul's Compass Healing can grow. I want to thank you so much for being here, and I'm going to dive into this full moon in Gemini happening on December 15th, 2024, by reminding us that we are living cycles within cycles, right? So we are in an overarching time that is all about this relationship review, relating patterns review that was initiated with that Libra South Nodal eclipse a couple of months ago, right? And with that in mind, I want to share an image of a big sailing ship out at sea, and it's headed in a purposeful direction. And then all of a sudden, the winds of change come, and it's gonna take a lot of force. It's gonna take a lot of power in order to continue steering that ship in the intended direction, right? It takes a lot of force to turn that ship against that wind, right? And so what I'm speaking to right now is Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is the winds of change. And they can come just like how I snap my fingers, suddenly, shockingly. And we do have a lot of powerful placements right now. Whenever a planet is stationed, it is extra powerful. So we have Neptune and Saturn freshly stationed direct. We have Chiron stationed at 19 degrees Aries, will turn direct at the end of this month. And so we have these forces with us in ways that are, I guess, not always seemingly supportive, but are there for us on our evolutionary journey nonetheless. And there is something to be said about Venus initiating a new cycle with Pluto in Aquarius right now. She did in February of this year, but she is again. And now after we have had almost the whole duration of our time within the Aries Libra axis of our lunar nodes, we are culminating this, right? All of these lessons that we have been talking about for a year and a half are coming into a period of culmination where there can be aha moments, where there can be like, oh, okay, I finally get it moments, you know? And so this is a time where we can be, I guess I'll talk about the deeper layer and then we'll come up. So the deeper layers of Pluto in Aquarius is, especially, you know, with Venus, is that our relating patterns is history repeating itself based on our individuated experience and memory bank of the things that have happened to us in this life and past lives, right? And so this all informs how we relate and who we relate to. And so this is all happening on a very subconscious level. And in order to break free and initiate new cycles, Uranus wants us to, as Jeffrey Wolf Green taught, to free ourselves from the known, right? Because what is known is what is history, and if we want history to stop repeating itself, then we need to get to know history a little bit. We need to get to know those underlining deeper complexes that make up who we are and how we relate in order to be free from that, right? We can't be free from something that we're ignorant of. And so this can be a time of, really, Jupiter is square Saturn on this moon too. It's like really getting real with, um, really getting real with the fact that we may have sacrificed our authenticity and contorted ourselves into something that we are not in order to have connection, because our society has some pretty heavy biases when it comes to how we should show up in various different relationships, right? How we should show up as partners, as friends, as colleagues. There's like this, in every culture, there's like these sort of like unwritten rules of like how it's to be done, right? Everybody follow this way. And so and then individually, within the context of small groups of people or a two-person relationship, that's still there, right? And so what Uranus wants to do is like pop the cork on that. Like, let's break free from the status quo of relationships needing to be about us sacrificing our authenticity, this opposition to Mars and Leo, right? Like, Mars in Leo retrograde is freshly retrograde too, so this is another like powerful planet helping us change the direction of our ship, right? Where it's like, okay, I have the power within me to see, to look inward and see what only I can see about me. That which makes me me, that which makes me special and unique, and the divine spark, that which fuels my creativity and joy for life and my will of wanting to be here, that is something that we have to turn inward in order to see. That's what this full moon is saying. This full moon is saying that because why? Because if we look out there, we're not going to see it. Our brilliance is not reflected by anything outside of us because it is our own brilliance, right? What we have inside of us and that wants to come out and wants to break free and and change the way that we relate, because it changes who we are and how we show up in the world. That essence that wants to break free and make itself known maybe has never been seen before in our lifetimes, And so it's like, yeah, look inward for it. We're not going to find it out there. Uranus is about the pioneering path that is like initiating, carving your own path, going your own way, going where nobody has gone before. And this takes tremendous courage, Like, I really, really, really want to stress that point. That Mars, this North Node energy that we've been working with for a year and a half now, it takes so much courage and it takes so much bravery to go your own way and to do this and to stop, to stop being somebody that you're not, to stop sacrificing your authenticity, to stop bleeding your heart out for everyone else to just ravage you. It takes a lot to put up those boundaries. And why? Because there comes a point for some of us when it's like, I am going at this alone. There is no guarantee that there will be friends or people on the other side of this inward journey of me reclaiming my authenticity. How many of y'all have felt that? Like, there being no guarantee. And so that is what I want to highlight, that bravery of being willing to go it alone and carve your own path, go your own way, live your own passions. This is bravery. This is courage. And so I witnessed you. If you are doing this, I want to say I witnessed you. And let's witness each other if we're noticing this in people, because this is big deal stuff. This is changing the direction of where we're going, what we're doing. And so, yeah, I also want to say that Pluto and Aquarius with Venus can be bringing up feelings of, well, I'm a misfit. I am alienated. I do feel isolated. Where is my tribe? Yeah. Again, this opposition to Mars in Leo retrograde. Look inward. Find that divine spark that is uniquely you and go for it, and your people will find you. You know? And another thing that I want to mention here is that, yeah, okay. Mercury is going to be stationing direct at the time of this full moon. And it's sexy quadrate Chiron. And I want to speak to this because your wounds and your scars tell the story, right? Tell the story of you. Tells the story of what has made you, you. How you have become you is largely a story of where we have been wounded and where we have been scarred. And why? Because Chiron's journey did not start and stop with the wound. You know, it's not like Chiron was like, oh dang, like got a bloody hoof here, just gonna sit here and chill. Like, no. That's not where the story ended. Chiron got an injury and then he walked to the ends of the earth for his entire immortal life where he was avidly searching for healing remedies in order to heal his wound. And this is where Chiron found his gifts. This is how Chiron became the master healer. You know, like I imagine Chiron, this is how my brain works. I imagine Chiron walking in the forest and being like, oh yeah, okay, oh, okay, thanks. And talking to the plants and being like, okay, you, I'm gonna mix up this concoction. Okay, let's see if this works. Boom. All of a sudden, Chiron is a plant medicine master, you know? Just by going out and exploring and experimenting, communing with the plant spirits, right? And so this is how this works. This is how we become initiated in our healing gifts. And Chiron in Aries can be this sense of woundedness to the self, so it can feel like, yeah, I'm gonna get on my healing journey because this is about me, and that's awesome. And also, when we are walking our healing journey and we end up finding these amazing ways of healing ourselves, that is how we can then one day also share those gifts and healing modalities with others who have similar wounds, because my friends, we have a lot of wounding that is more in common than we think. And so this is where Chiron and Aries comes, and integrates that polarity point in Libra, right? Where it's like, okay, we're all walking our own individual healing journeys right now, and the medicine, the gifts that we can bring forward and share from that with each other is going to up level us all. God, it's so cold. I'm just gonna make sure this video is still running. Okay, we're still going here. Okay. Can you guys see the red berries? They're very pretty. What else? Mercury opposing Jupiter. So Jupiter's with this moon, opposing Mercury. They are in each other's signs. So we have this mutual reception, and my interpretation of this is like we are facing full on now, especially with this Mercury stationing direct on the day of the full moon. We can be facing full on this integration of a bigger picture perspective with our unique individual orientation and part and parcel to life, right? And so the image that I would bring to this would be like, okay, here we are, here am I with this little puzzle piece, and probably now being able to get some glimpses or some illumination around how and where and why I can fit this puzzle piece into the bigger puzzle of the collective. And it's like, merging this knowledge that we have cultivated from our unique experience of life that forms our unique orientation to life, and merging that with the rest of life around us, right? And so it can be this illumination of moving forward in the direction of actually being able to see like beyond the horizon a bit, like it's like, wow, maybe I don't have all of the answers right now, and maybe I don't have every single detail figured out, but I can see my little piece in the bigger picture, and how I can by initiating myself as a leader in my own life, how I can rise up in that authenticity and bring that puzzle piece that I have to bring to the big puzzle of the collective. And so that is what I want to leave you with today. I want to leave you with the encouragement that you can, like, be the hero, be the heroine in your own story. Be that for yourself. Go your own way. Even if no one is promised, nothing is promised on the other side of that. It's a leap. It is. And I want to leave us with a question of, what was my question? What is going to set me free to be the leader in my own life? How am I going to set myself free to be the leader in my own life? So with that, I am going to wrap this video up. I think I got mostly everything. Oh yeah, Mercury stationing direct. Our inner genius is there, ready to march forward. Yeah. And so we need this inward reflection in order to recognize ourselves, right? We need this Aries energy before we leap into the nodal axis, switching into Pisces, Virgo, because it's going to get messy. And so we need this boundaryness, this standing firm in who we are, this rising up in self-leadership. We really do need this to be the initiation, taking us into this next year and a half that will be starting in 2025. And so with that, I'm going to wrap up this video, and I wish you all a blessed full moon. Thank you for listening.